It's like 100,000 pounds of steel just pressing down on my shoulders.
You serious about this, Jimmy? A judge.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Your Honor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, tonight we're going to be talking about Your Honor, episode 6. This is the recap. Now, I'm going to try my best to go over this episode. I'm going to try to focus on the key points. Now, if I miss anything, you guys let me know. Now, as far as this episode, I'm glad that they're not dragging it out. A lot of shows drag out secrets and lies out all the way to the season finale. Your Honor is letting all the secrets out midway through, and I really like that because now it's going to build up for a great season finale, and it's going to build up new storylines. I want to see what's going to happen with your boy Michael and how it's all going to happen with Jimmy Baxter as well. So let's begin the recap. Now, it starts off with, of course, Michael trying to get more information on this green Camry. He wants to know more about this because he needs to find this person that is blackmailing him, and he's trying to put all the clues together. But of course, we know Michael, he has to think up something smart. He has to think up a game plan. So that's why he comes up with the idea to go and talk to Nancy. By talking to her, he's able to get more information. Of course, he tells a story on how, this car was stolen, and he needs to find out who this person is. He's trying to help out, and Nancy does look up the information, doesn't really find anything on any of the persons that she's found on this database. But as she walks away and goes to the bathroom, Michael goes in and he gathers the information. That way he can put two and two together and he can get closer to the person that is blackmailing him, right? It's just crazy because it seems like it was more than one person following him. Well, if this is the guy that's blackmailing Michael, we know it's also another person in that black Suburban, which has to be addressed in my opinion. Now, Adam, of course, is still hanging out with Fia Baxter, and it's crazy because she's having him smell her shirt, which is Rocco's shirt. It's very weird. The two, they do have chemistry, but how is she going to feel when she finds out the truth that he killed her brother and she's kicking it with him? I mean, this is sad. At the same time, Adam hanging out with her actually saves their life later on in the episode, at least his father's life. This storyline is going to explode. This is the one that I really want to see when she finds out the truth about Adam and Michael. She's going to be very disappointed and upset at Adam. Now, Jimmy Baxter, he's on one. He knows about, of course, the judge, Michael. He goes to his house. He's marking his territory. I mean, he's pulling out the R. Kelly moves, pissing all over the place. It's pee everywhere. I mean, the dude is taking pictures. He's having a good old time, right? He knows deep down inside who it is. And then when he sees Adam's inhaler, not Michael's, when he sees the inhaler, that confirms it. That's all he needs to see, right? This is it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, okay, yeah, this is definitely the person. This person definitely killed my son, and I'm going to get payback. This is exactly what Jimmy Baxter wants to do. And as I told you guys in the past, Jimmy wants to take his time to figure out the truth. If he was able to do this at the very beginning, Kofi would still be alive today. But it didn't happen that way because we know, his wife, Gina Baxter, was putting all that pressure on him to respond and do something. And she told her son Carlos to handle the job. Now, Michael was out to get this information on who is blackmailing him. Thing is this, he doesn't know he's being followed by Frankie because they know that Michael, of course, has something to do with Rocco being killed. So they're going to follow him, trying to figure out his operation, what he's doing, his pattern. And this is a great strategy from Jimmy and Frankie to follow Michael because Michael, he don't even know. He's thinking the only person that's probably just following him is the person that's blackmailing him. So it makes it quite interesting to see this happen. Now Michael does go and he sees, of course, Trevor, who he finds out a story about him, about his son. His son is the one that stole his Camry or whatever, and that's blackmailing Michael. Now Michael does tell Trevor exactly how he feels because Trevor has dementia. He doesn't really remember things, Michael says, look, I'm stressed out. Someone's trying to destroy my life. And then the story of, what you do for love, what you do for your loved ones. And as Trevor said, kids are pretty much a blessing and you would do anything for them, right? Pretty much just the story of this show. You will go, to the moon to save your child. Now, of course, Michael was able to gather the information on his son, Ed, and this is what he wanted because he wants to find out who this person is, right? And then we get to your boy Carlo. Now, Carlo Baxter, he has his little new drug mixture that he's doing, right? We know it's a mix of fentanyl and another drug. He mentioned this, I believe, earlier on in the season. This is what he wants to do. He wants to prove that he's the man. And of course, he wants to go to the Desire crew to prove that he's the man as well. He's telling them, look, I got 6 kilos. I'm selling each kilo for $100,000. Whenever you want to do business, let me know. So of course, Big Mo says, you know what? We got 200 grand right here. 200,000 grand right here. What's up? Gives him the money. She fronts him. She gives him the money in hopes that he will come back, right, with the product. And he better come back with the product. But the sad thing is this. What's going to happen when Carlo gets pulled back into, jail? What's going to happen then? His partner is definitely going to have to pick up the slack when that happens. Of course, Eugene is very pissed off because he's like, man, this dude seems shady. Little did he know, of course, Carlo killed his brother. I haven't seen any information of that, at least him knowing the truth that Carlo killed his brother. But I know Eugene is very upset on what happened, right? Now, we get to this guy right here, and he, of course, is being interviewed by Lee. Lee is able to get the information out of him about what happened. And now she knows that Carlo and Kofi had an altercation. And she puts 2 and 2 together, and she wants to get some more evidence. And we know later on in the episode, they found the blood on Kofi, which is going to trace back to Carlo Baxter, which means that he's going to be going to court once again. Now, Michael was able to link up with the guy that's blackmailing him. He puts the phone in the back seat of the car, calls him later on, and tells him he wants to meet him at a specific location. He knows this guy loves boating, fishing, and all that, and he wants this boat that costs over $200,000. So Michael has a game plan. If he can shut this guy up, maybe he can, solve his problems. Now, your boy Adam, he's kicking it with Fia Baxter, and, him kissing her, he's making out with her. It's just crazy because he's living a life, right? He's living a life. And of course, we saw Jimmy and Frankie. You guys saw what they was doing. They was about to take out Michael. But of course, your boy Jimmy saw his daughter's car. And he said, you know what? There's no use to do this. Let's just wait and see how this all plays out. We're definitely going to approach Michael down the line, but we cannot do that tonight. So in reality, Fia and Adam hooking up or whatever, making out, being there at that time, pretty much saved Michael, right? It pretty much saved him. It's just crazy how this is all unfolding because we know the relationship between Fia and Adam. It's crazy and it's weird and it doesn't make any sense. But hey, it's going to be up. It's going to be one of those things that's going to open up at the end. Now, Fia explains to her father, look, about Adam, and she tells him, look, I just met him. And of course, they talk about, well, how about he come over and I talk to him? Which is going to happen. That's going to be a scene that I cannot wait for to see your boy Jimmy talking to Adam. And Adam probably going to tweak out. He probably just telling him what happened. Because Adam, he can't hold it at all. The dude is always slipping up. And I think he's going to continue to slip up. Now, Michael goes and meets with Ed. And he tells Ed, look, I financed a boat for you, but you cannot go and tell anybody about the video. This is pretty much over. I will make payments every month, but you can't mess up. You know what I'm saying? You cannot give up any information. And while the two are just talking, kicking it, because Ed wants to hang out with Michael now. Ed wants to be his best friend. And while this is happening, your boy Jimmy Baxter, he pops up to the party end, he catch them slipping and he's about to kill them both, especially Michael. He wants to know why he left his son there to die and what is his reason. He just cannot figure it out. And then Michael says, look, you can't kill me because I can save your son Carlo. Carlo is about to go down. They got blood evidence. They know he killed Kofi Jones. So you need me. I can take this case. I can help your son get out. I can save him. And then your boy Jimmy starts to think like, okay, all right, what about this guy? What about Ed? What does he know? And Michael was like, well, he knows everything. And I knew Michael was going to say that because he pretty much does. This dude's been blackmailing him, stalking him. I mean, he's been doing entirely too much. When, you know, not minding your business comes back and it gets you once again in another TV show. I mean, in the show Power, we saw Jabari, what he did, and you saw his fate. In this show, we got Ed not following the rules and pretty much not minding his business, and he caught that L. Jimmy takes him out. I believe he is 100% dead. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You cannot have a guy like that going around with this information. So overall, this was a crazy episode. One of the last things that I did forget to talk about was, of course, Fia and Adam. And of course, Fia was talking to him about her father and told him, look, all the stories that you hear about my father, they're not true. Don't believe all of them. My father was a good dude. You know, he worked for everything that he got. It was hard growing up, but he did what he had to do to get where he is at. She pretty much defended her father and pretty much just saying, look, my father's not as bad as it may seem. So it is what it is. We know just by watching Jimmy, the dude is old school. He likes to think things through. He does not like to rush things, which you need those characteristics as a drug kingpin in a crime family. You need to be thinking like that. But it seems like Jimmy is kind of low key with his stuff. You know what I'm saying? He ain't young no more. He ain't trying to be all hot and all that stuff like that. He's trying to play it cool. And now, since he knows the truth, he's attacking. Because now he's, you know, he wants to know what's going to happen. Now, of course, Michael, he's not going to put Adam in this at all. He's going to take the fall. He's going to take the L for his son. He wants to protect his son. He wants his son to leave, to go to NYU, get out of the state. That's what Michael wants for Adam to do. But we all know it's not going to go like that. Something is definitely going to happen. We know the truth will come out. In 9 times out of 10, the person that's going to let the truth out is, of course, Adam, because Adam has made a whole lot of mistakes and Michael has tried his best to fix those mistakes. But we know it's only so much you can do. You cannot completely fix everything. It's the small things that's going to count. It's the small things that's going to come back and bite Adam right in the butt. And your boy Jimmy's going to be looking like, okay, see, you lied to me once again. Now he has to make that decision, right? We gonna see how it's all gonna play out. I can't wait. This show is getting very interesting each and every week, because now, since the truth is out, it's like, what's next? It's a lot of different things that's going on that we don't know about. Of course, I don't even believe they brought the DNA back from the inhaler or whatever. I don't know if they had enough, but it's things like that. It's things like who was following them in the Black Suburban. Stuff like that is going to open up in the season's end. We still got episodes 7, 8, 9, and 10. 4 more episodes to go. So you guys let me know what you thought about this episode and what you see happening next. Now, I will be dropping the What to Expect video for you guys this week for episode 7. That way, we can get more in tune. We can talk more about Your Honor and get more prepared for the next episode. But thank you guys for all the love and all the support, and I will catch you on the next one. But let me get out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.